market. But are we ready to break the range? Are we ready to go on to new range for the market? Are we still going to be in a range? What is the outlook 1 year ahead? Mr. C.K. Narayan, please.
Good evening, friends, members on the dais. I think what Ramesh said as a part of introduction, that the trend is your friend, it's a cliche in technical analysis, no doubt. But it has a small rider which says that the trend is your friend until the end when it bends. Right? So we need to watch out, or we need to find out whether we are at the end or where it is going to bend or it's still going to keep up. And that's what looking at the charts is all about. But then when I heard the budget speech and we all heard it, and then I think most of us felt relieved that there was nothing wrong with it. And I think the market's reaction to a large extent was out of a sense of relief, because there was so much talks prior to the budget of the markets going down, hitting lower circuits and whatnot. And I think there was enough fear which had been spread, at least in the minds, if not by way of action, because we actually had a bit of an anomalous situation where there was a lot of fear, but if you take a measure of fear, which is something like your implied volatility reading in futures, then you would find that the IV readings never ever changed very much. This sort of stayed around 23–24%. This was a little bit of a dichotomy, where the market on one hand, from a sentiment perspective, was sort of expecting something severe, but then nobody seemed to have really walked the talk here. So we had a situation of low expectations. And this particular point, I think, has been debated fair amount in all the TVs and even in the press. But I do happen to subscribe to that theory also, that we had this knee-jerk reaction upward, no doubt. Then everybody said that, okay, Tuesday will be D-Day when everybody will read the fine print and we will know for sure how the market is poised on Tuesday. When I read the papers on Saturday, there was something which was a little striking, that if you took up the Economic Times of Saturday, there were about, I would think, about 50 odd items with respect to the budget. And I saw about nearly 25–30 of them saying that so-and-so thing about the budget. And then it added a but. So it seemed to me that this is a yes but kind of budget. For everything there is a yes. Very few people have said no about anything related to the budget. Most of the people are in agreement that it's a yes. But everybody has been cautious to make it a qualified yes. In fact, we had a very lucid and very, very clear explanation from Ms. Bhavna. And I was actually feeling fairly happy that she also came out, but at the end she also put a yes but. So I think whether it was on Saturday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday now, we are still on a yes but wicket. Everybody is saying yes, this is good, this is good, this is good, but we have something to go with it which makes it not so good after all. So which is probably why you're seeing not such a robust kind of reaction or welcome from the market. There's no doubt that we had this nice upside opening, but then we virtually, I think, went around the trees for almost the whole day, and towards the end of the day we have pushed upward and left all of us with a little bit of happy feeling. But if I look at the markets from longer term cycles kind of perspective, it was evident on the charts that the budget would not really be any significant event in terms of changing the situation of the market. And I think if you look at it from the perspective of price moves that we have witnessed, it's almost, I think, impossible, if not downright improbable, that after something like a 75% retracement of the fall that we had, and something like 120% kind of improvement from the lows that we got. To expect the market to stage a similar or any kind of very, very strong move after what was something like a 4-week consolidation or a 4-week rest would really border on the probabilities of being virtually not possible. So this had been on the cards. So this is true not only in India, but this is true as we've seen across the globe. Almost all the markets have improved significantly. The emerging markets a lot more than the developed markets. And if you look at longer term cycles, which I'm very partial to, and that's one of the main ways that I look at markets, it did seem like that 2010, across all asset classes, not only equities, including commodities, which had also had a great year, including currencies, everything looked set for some sort of a ranging action. But nevertheless, we were hoping that the budget would actually change things out for India, where maybe the good times could still keep rolling. We have a yes and no situation. Some of the features, as you have read, as you have heard, as also explained to you by Bhavna, have been very robust and look extremely promising. In our minds, the expectations for the future is always bright and always hopeful, but it is for the market to deliver its judgment on that. And so far in the 2 sessions subsequent to the presentation of the budget, it has still been a yes but kind of judgment. Now one may argue that 2 sessions is hardly anything to place your bets by, and we are really speaking about the long term because, as has been reported by the press and also averred by a lot of experts, the FM has actually looked at the longer term, the bigger picture. The big picture is something that everybody swears by, but I would wager a lot of money that very few people in the market really play the game using the big picture. And this goes from the smallest investor to the largest funds, even though a lot of lip service is paid to the big picture and the long term. There is a very, very large element of the short term which plays out in the market. And since most of us are actually living through the short term, we cannot go without paying attention to what is happening in the short term, because that does influence the way we think, the way we act. And so I will actually look at the markets in terms of what we can look for the next about 2 to 3 months, and then try to make some extrapolations based on that out to, let's say, the year 2010 or perhaps even longer. If you look at the short term, what is the key thing which drives it? First and foremost is the fund flow. Second, the fund flow we know is going to be dependent upon a lot of valuation games which keeps going on at various points of time, and both these things combined together will affect the sentiment. These are the 3 key elements which will determine any term, particularly the short term. What has the budget done? If it is a yes but kind of budget, then it has not really put any kind of stamp of approval on the short term, saying that we are going to be gung-ho in the short term and the medium term and the long term. So you have the budget saying good things in areas, saying little bad things in areas, and in some of the areas there has been a certain amount of unexpected sort of announcements which made one wonder whether things will sustain over a long time. There are lots of debates whether the income has been overstated, expenditure has been understated, whether this deficit will increase or that deficit will decrease. 40,000 crores which has been set out as for the divestment, it's sort of presuming a very benign market condition. What if the market conditions were not so bright, and what if we have a single issue like NMDC taking away a large chunk of that 40,000 crores? What happens then? What happens if LIC is to be lined up for trying to put money into all these issues, and then what happens to the biggest player in the market? So there are lots of such questions which are running through a lot of people's mind, and there don't really seem to be ready answers which could be, let's say, appetizing in terms of producing a sustainable upward movement. In terms of what is happening overseas and in the global markets, everybody is clear that there has been some amount of improvement, there has been some amount of growth, but then